Welcome to our fascinating exploration of human eye colors. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the science and beauty behind the colors of our eyes. We'll discuss everything from genetics to melanin, and we'll uncover interesting facts about eye color. So, let's get started. Let's start by exploring brown eyes, which are the most common eye color around the globe. About 70–80% of the world's population has brown eyes. This high prevalence is largely due to the dominance of brown eye color genes in our genetic makeup. Brown eyes get their color from melanin, a pigment produced by specialized cells called melanocytes. This pigment not only gives the eyes their rich, warm tones, but also serves a crucial protective function by shielding our eyes from harmful ultraviolet UV rays. The more melanin present, the darker the eye color, and the better the natural protection against UV light. Brown eyes are especially common in Africa, Asia, and South America, where they are the predominant eye color due to the genetic variations prevalent in these regions. In contrast, brown eyes are less frequent in Europe, particularly in Scandinavian countries, the Baltic states, the Netherlands, Scotland, Ireland, and parts of Poland, Germany, and England. In these areas, lighter eye colors such as blue and green are more prevalent. What's truly fascinating is the range of brown eye shades, which can vary from a soft golden amber to a deep, dark chocolate. This variation is due to differences in melanin concentration and distribution within the iris, as well as the way light interacts with the eye. Lighter brown eyes contain less melanin, while darker brown eyes have more. The scattering of light can create subtle shifts in shade, adding to the beauty and diversity of brown eyes. Next, let's dive into the intriguing world of blue eyes. Although only about 10% of the global population has blue eyes, they hold a special place in both science and culture. The blue hue of these eyes isn't due to the presence of a blue pigment, but rather the result of light scattering in the iris. This phenomenon occurs when shorter wavelengths of light, like blue, are scattered more than longer wavelengths. As light enters the eye, it's scattered by the collagen fibers in the iris, creating the vibrant blue color we see. Interestingly, blue eyes are linked to a specific genetic mutation in the OCA2 gene, which influences melanin production. This mutation is thought to have occurred between 6,000 and 10,000 years ago, most likely in the region of the Black Sea or Europe. This genetic change led to a reduction in melanin production, resulting in the striking blue eye color we recognize today. Remarkably, this mutation spread quickly across populations, contributing to the relatively high prevalence of blue eyes in certain regions. Within the spectrum of blue eyes, there are variations in shade. Darker blue eyes, which contain slightly more melanin, can appear deeper and more intense, with a richer blue hue. In contrast, lighter blue eyes, with less melanin, tend to be brighter and more translucent. This difference is due to the amount of light scattering and the minimal amount of melanin present in the iris. There's also an interesting link between blue eyes and hair color. People with blue eyes often have lighter hair colors, such as blonde or light brown. This correlation is due to the same genetic factors that influence eye color, affecting pigmentation in both the eyes and hair. Hazel eyes are one of the most fascinating and dynamic eye colors, combining a mesmerizing mix of brown, green, and gold. What makes hazel eyes particularly unique is their ability to change appearance depending on various factors, such as lighting and even the color of the clothing you wear. The distinctive hazel color arises from a complex interplay of melanin, the pigment responsible for eye color, and the way light interacts with the iris. Hazel eyes typically have a central ring of brown or gold, surrounded by a greenish or light brown outer rim. This variation is due to the uneven distribution of melanin and the scattering of light through the iris. As a result, hazel eyes can appear differently in various lighting conditions. They might look more green in bright sunlight or shift to a more brownish hue under different artificial lights. The combination of colors can even create a striking golden or amber effect, making each glance unique. Interestingly, hazel eyes are often associated with a range of genetic factors, including the interplay of multiple genes that influence melanin levels and iris structure. The presence of multiple pigments and their distribution contribute to the eye's ability to change color, creating a rich palette that can range from warm browns to vibrant greens. Globally, hazel eyes are relatively rare, found in approximately 8% of the population. They are most commonly observed in people of European descent, particularly in regions such as Southern Europe, the Middle East, and parts of South America. This eye color's uniqueness and its ability to shift in hue make it a captivating feature, often celebrated for its versatility and beauty. Only about 3% of the global population has gray eyes, making them one of the most unusual eye colors found in humans. Gray eyes are essentially a variation of blue eyes, but with distinct differences. The gray hue arises from the presence of very little melanin in the iris, combined with a unique structural characteristic of the eye. In gray eyes, the anterior layers of the iris contain a bit more collagen and fewer pigments compared to blue eyes. This structural difference affects how light is scattered and reflected within the eye. While blue eyes get their color from the scattering of light through a relatively thin layer of melanin, gray eyes have an additional layer of light-reflecting collagen that alters the light's path, resulting in a gray appearance rather than blue. One of the intriguing features of gray eyes is their ability to appear to change color depending on lighting and surrounding colors. In bright light, gray eyes may appear to have a bluish or silver tint, while in dimmer light they can take on a darker, almost slate gray hue. This ability to shift in color is due to the way light is scattered by the layers within the iris and the interaction with ambient light. Gray eyes are most commonly found in individuals of European descent, particularly in Northern and Eastern Europe. Countries such as Russia, Poland, and Scandinavia have higher occurrences of gray eyes compared to other regions. This rarity and the unique optical properties of gray eyes contribute to their mystique and allure, making them one of the most intriguing features in human eye color diversity. Now let's turn our attention to green eyes, one of the rarest and most captivating eye colors. Only about 2% of the global population has green eyes, making them quite unique. The distinctive green color arises from a fascinating combination of genetics and light. Green eyes are the result of a moderate amount of melanin mixed with a yellow pigment called lipochrome. This combination, along with the way light scatters in the iris, creates the striking green hue. Specifically, the green color is produced through Rayleigh scattering. This is a phenomenon where shorter wavelengths of light, like blue, scatter more than longer wavelengths, mixing with the yellow lipochrome to give the eyes their green appearance. Interestingly, green eyes are often linked to red hair, as both traits are associated with the same genetic variants. Individuals with green eyes often have a higher likelihood of having red hair due to a genetic mutation in the MC1R gene, which influences both hair and eye color. This gene is responsible for the production of melanin, and its variations can lead to the distinctive red hair and green eyes combination. Geographically, green eyes are more prevalent in people of European descent, particularly in countries like Ireland, Scotland, and parts of Northern and Central Europe. Despite their rarity, green eyes carry a sense of mystique and allure, often depicted as enchanting or otherworldly in cultural myths and media. Within the spectrum of green eyes, there is a notable variation. Darker green eyes, which contain more melanin, tend to have a deeper, richer shade. The increased melanin adds a darker tint and intensifies the green color. In contrast, lighter green eyes, which have less melanin, appear more delicate and translucent. The reduced melanin allows more light to scatter through the iris, resulting in a brighter, softer green hue. Last but not least, let's explore amber eyes, one of the rarest and most distinctive eye colors. Amber eyes are a stunning golden or coppery hue, often mistaken for hazel, but with their own unique characteristics. What sets amber eyes apart is their composition. Unlike other eye colors, amber eyes contain a significant amount of both lipochrome, a type of pigment also known as pheomelanin, and melanin. Lipochrome, which gives amber eyes their warm, golden appearance, is responsible for the amber and reddish hues that can sometimes give these eyes a strikingly fiery or reddish quality. This pigment is the same one that contributes to the golden tones seen in some hair colors and skin types. In addition to lipochrome, amber eyes also contain melanin, though in lower amounts compared to brown eyes. This combination of pigments results in the eye color that can range from a deep amber to a bright, almost golden shade. The high concentration of lipochrome gives amber eyes their distinctive warm glow, setting them apart from hazel eyes, which usually have a mix of brown, green, and gold but lack the same intensity of lipochrome. Despite their rarity, found in less than 1% of the global population, amber eyes are not confined to any single region. While they are often associated with certain populations in Asia and South America, they can also be found in Europe. In countries like Italy, Spain, and Greece, amber eyes are seen, albeit infrequently. These regions have diverse genetic backgrounds that contribute to the presence of this eye color. Thanks for watching our exploration of eye colors. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. Eye color is such a personal and unique feature, so we'd love to hear from you. What's your eye color? Do you have green or amber eyes, or maybe a different shade that's equally captivating? Share your eye color in the comments below and let us know if you have any unusual facts about your eyes. For instance, are there regions in the world where a specific eye color is unusually common, such as clusters of blue eyes in predominantly brown-eyed populations? Share your eye color in the comments below and let us know if you have any interesting facts to add. See you next time.